back. Podcast, I think it might be 8, Ted?
Yeah.
How's it
coming
going?
in at 8.
That's pretty good, right?
Yep.
8 podcasts? Wow.
Yeah. Special shout out to, we have 3 interns aboard who are working remotely. Lewis is based in Atlanta, Carolyn in Maryland, and Brittany in Chicago area.
Yeah.
So they do sort of like, because they've signed on as not unpaid remote interns, so they're doing a lot of the handling the emails and the soundboard remotely. So thanks to those guys.
Yeah, thank you to Carolyn, Lewis, and who was it? Jackie? Vicky.
Well, when we sign the transcripts for school credit, we will remember.
Yeah.
We will.
But
thanks, guys. So we're gonna do annoying phrases.
That's right. Topic today is annoying phrases, and this is one of the topics that has been requested by Dave Cummings.
Cummings. Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, Dave Cummings up in Portland, and we had him on last show, I think.
The animal show.
The animal show. Yep. And so yeah, annoying phrases. I mean, everyone has phrases that people use too much in day-to-day conversation, and as you go through life, because we live in a topsy-turvy world where you talk to so many people each day, and there's so much communication going on, and people start to overuse things as a shorthand, right? And
these are sort of like a close cousin of like a slang word. They're a lot of times they're not like a full-on slang word, but they're like 2 or 3 words, or they're a phrase that has become this sort of taken on its own meaning, like, or just becomes very, very popular, or
Yep.
I remember in high school, pretty much became, for some reason, very popular just to say, like, someone would say something, you'd be like, pretty much, and it was a normal phrase, but it became like fashionable to say that, and it became almost like a slang term on its own.
Yeah.
The word "so" inserted was very like mid to late 90s. It was sort of like the Friends style, like, I so don't want to do that.
Oh, I see.
I'm so going to, I'm so buying that album today. And that was sort of the Ross Chandler, like, those sort of like dorky, wussy people from the 90s, sort of like a Matchbox 20 mentality.
Yep. I also remember the one where also when you said "so," it made me think of the other thing where someone will say something and then you just go "so."
Yeah.
And it's kind of a dismissive thing, but I'm so. I feel like the "I'm so blank" or "that's so." Well, I mean, there's "that's so Raven," but it's kind of still with us,
A little bit, yeah. I so don't want to do this. It's more for like.
No, sorry. You know where it's lived on in, and I'm so over it. I'm so over this job. I'm so over Runyon Canyon. Yeah. I'm so over it.
Yeah,
that's where it's kind of.
I'm so gonna. Yeah, I think females use it a little bit more.
Definitely.
I'm so. Yeah.
Definitely. I'm so over this podcast.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah. So probably the one that everyone agrees is annoying that's actually been used, or is somewhat new in the last 5 years, and I think it was sort of popularized on like those shitty shows like The Hills. It is what it is.
Yep. It is what it is was one that I probably heard. I worked at a big town agency, the one that Entourage was based on for almost 4 years, and I probably heard that phrase when I was working there on every phone call.
My buddy Dave
talking about a project.
My buddy Eskander,
it is what it is.
My buddy Eskander, Dave Eskander, what's up, buddy? Used it a fair amount, and it says basically nothing. However, I still kind of like it. It's still sort of resigning to a tiger doesn't change its stripes. There it is. We're done. We can't change it. You can't there it is. It's done.
So basically, I feel like what it's trying to say is let's try not to make Let's not
devolve into hours of analysis or of Seinfeldian analysis where we're gonna try to figure out what the underlying meaning is. It is what it is. You know, and a lot of times
surface level.
Yes, a lot of times it means sort of like it's sort of coming to terms with a negative thing. It's like this girl didn't call me back. It is what it is. Like she didn't call you back.
It's surface level.
There's not five things going on like you know that we don't know about. You know, there's not text lost in the ether. It is what it is. You know. That said, it got a little annoying because it got overused, and you know the obvious gripe about it is that it is so overly intuitive that it says nothing. It's so basic. Yeah, of course it is what it is.
It's like saying the sky is blue.
Yeah, it's like saying green is green. Like okay, great. You know, it is what it is. Like that doesn't say anything. However, I don't hate it like I hate other things. I get why people.
Well, let's get what's one that you hate.
I hate cool beans, but that's not really original to hate. What I do hate that everyone says, and it's pretty accepted still, is no worries. Mm-hmm. Like I wasn't worried about. I know it's a slang type thing. I'm not supposed to take it literally, but like people are like, oh no worries. Like you're assuming that I was apologizing. Like hey, I'm gonna email you tonight. Like blah blah blah. Oh no worries. I'm like I wasn't worried about it.
No, it's like no. It's
like say no worries. Say no worries when it actually is applicable. When I step on your foot and it didn't hurt, then say no worries.
Or save it for.
I was about to be worried.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
But if I'm not going to be worried about it, like, hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Oh, no worries. Like,
yeah. Exactly. No. Exactly. That's a good.
Wasn't worried. Wasn't worried. Stop assuming I was worried. Stop projecting your shit on me. Right? It's like you're projecting shit on me, and I'm projecting shit back to you, and it's like a ping pong shit of like projecting, and it's like. You're worried that I'm not worried, and I'm worried now that you know that I'm not worried.
Yeah.
And I never was trying to be worried, and now it's, you know.
No, it's complete bullshit, and it's like, hey man, exactly what you say. For me is when it comes up is when I'm already doing a favor for someone, and I say like for example like oh hey man I didn't get to reading your script this weekend because I was busy, but I'm going to read it. You know I'm looking forward to getting to it, and then they'll say oh no worries. I'm like no worries. I'm already doing you a fucking favor. You know like of course there weren't worries. I'm just trying to be polite and going out of my way to give you an update on
I wasn't worried. Why are you assuming that I was worried?
Yeah.
And I also don't like that. I get that it's not literally meaning that I was worried. So now that I'm past that, I also don't like how it like people sort of take it as like I'm the cool one in the office. Like you know.
Yeah, it's like they're like Australian like hippie. Yeah, like no worries, mate. It's all good.
Yeah,
you know?
like
it's all good in the outback.
I'm a University of Santa Barbara gaucho, and like I majored in hacky sack. Like no worries. Like it's a state of mind. No worries. Like. I know you're uptight and like you're worried about those emails coming in, but hey, I got it like under control. Like you're not the cool hip one just because you use this.
It's totally looking down on people.
Yeah, it's no worries. It's no worries.
And that
it's like saying Hakuna Matata or whatever the Lion King.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, it's like it's the equivalent of just walking around the office singing that.
Right. And but you know what the shittiest thing is when you take because if someone's an asshole and they're an asshole, at least you're being an asshole. But if you're looking down on people as an asshole, okay, that's fine. But at least you're being kind of honest in a way and not hypocritical. But if you're looking down on people because you're supposedly more chill or more enlightened, like what you're saying is no worries, that's even worse because it's like a double weirdness, you know, where you're kind of almost like you're looking down on people for, you know what I mean, because you're kind of more
assuming that they are more high strung than you,
which is not that's presumptuous.
Yes,
it's like
I hate it a lot.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Oh, no worries.
I hate no worries.
No worries.
Yeah. No worries is when
and you don't even get hit points because it's old now. So if you still say it, like you're done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. Really? No, I mean that's actually like
worried.
Yeah. That's
okay.
Okay. Here we go. What do we got?
Good stuff is annoying.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff is very annoying.
Good stuff. It's the most generic way.
It's dismissive. It's dismissive.
It's the most generic way of addressing something. I'm thinking about like going on a trip. Blah blah. Good stuff.
Yep.
you know, it's what? Like I could have said anything.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the problem. Is that it's the laziest. It's very lazy.
You know.
It's saying I don't have the effort. I'm not going to give the effort. I'm not going to give you the effort. And another thing is.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
You know the other thing about good stuff is that it's always like instant. It's like it's not. It's
you
like,
haven't processed it.
Yeah, it's like you don't. They don't even give the person that doesn't even think about what you said. They say good stuff.
Good stuff.
And that's paired with another one that goes.
Well, the thing is, what makes it even annoying is we found the two most indecisive words in the English language.
Right.
Stuff.
Right.
What the fuck is stuff? It's everything.
Right.
Good is the most generic thing I've ever heard in my life. Good.
Yeah.
It's just in the binary category of 1 versus 0. It's positive. It's generally positive. Yeah, it's generally positive. It's not excellent. It's not interesting. It's not anything. It's just good. And stuff is this catch-all. Good stuff is a phrase that like a third grader formulates. There's
Well, even a third grader would actually.
There's the adjective and there's the vague noun.
Well, even a third grader would be more. If you talk to the average third grader, and I think that's the issue that we have with it, they probably come up with something more unique than good stuff. It's the most vanilla and drab.
I hate it. I hate the way it sonically sounds too. The lack of it. Just good stuff. Mm-hmm. It sounds retarded. It's no offense to retarded. I got a great laugh from you for saying retarded.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop it more. It's edgy.
Hey, I have a weakness. But no, good stuff goes with. Sorry, good stuff goes with. Is paired with another one for me. Let me piggyback onto what you were saying. Good stuff goes along with me with the phrase "love that" too, which is another one that got bandied about Hollywood a few years ago, and it was the thing that I would hear on conversations with the people again, where you really don't care what the person said. You just want to get the conversation past it. Yeah. Like I went to, I'm thinking about going back to grad school. Love that.
Yeah.
I just had a kid. I just had breakfast.
It's annoying. I don't hate it as much because at least, I know that it's fake enthusiasm.
Right.
But at least it's enthusiasm. Good stuff is you're not even feigning to be excited about something.
It's lukewarm. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. It's kind of douchey. It's kind of very Hollywood agent.
Yeah. Because
you say anything. You don't really love you to say anything. The whole thing is the hilarity of it is I'm going up. I'm going up to Portland to bury my grandmother. Love that. People do that. They'll just won't process what A is and then fucking go to B, which is love that.
Right. I'm thinking about I don't know. I've had I'm having a rebirth, a midlife crisis. Love that. Love that.
Yeah,
cool.
Love that.
Oh, love that.
The thing about divorcing Stacy, you just
love that.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah, love that. Yeah. Oh gosh. Wow. Yeah, great.
Love that. Love that. Larry David did it in a few episodes of Curb.
Oh, did he?
I love that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm glad. Larry David is awesome.
If you're, I don't hate it as much as good stuff. If you're in a peppy mood and you're just sort of thinking about having
you
back and forth conversation.
You'd hate it if it was more ubiquitous. Good stuff is more ubiquitous.
I wouldn't hate it as much as good stuff, no matter what.
Okay, all right.
Because there is time for the generic, very. I say very cool a lot, and that's sort of that can be dismissive.
Okay.
It's a placeholder for. I don't mind if someone
I just say sweet.
When I'm doing a back and forth catch up call and you guys are you're both handing back and forth the generic catch up thing.
Yeah, we all have placeholders.
Yeah.
We all have placeholders.
Very cool. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we all have
works good. Okay, love that. Very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera.
We all have those.
Another one. He's good people. He or she is good people.
That's yeah.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty annoying.
It's annoying because of first of all because of the grammar.
Yeah.
It's often using the plural, obviously people to refer to.
I feel like it's a Southern grandmother in an animated Disney movie. Saying that he's good people.
I feel like it's white wannabe hip people thinking they're talking like a Southern Disney grandma. You know what I mean? I don't think actual.
He's good people. I think it's like.
Yeah, okay.
The old grandma,
maybe that's where it started.
The old grandma in like True Blood.
Okay.
Snooki's grandma.
Maybe that's where it started, but it's been quickly been appropriated and abused by people who have said,
"Oh, the True Blood."
No, oh yeah.
He's good people. I would trust him, Snooki.
And it's funny because I don't mind they're good people. I don't
mind a little more. It rings a little more true on a Southern grandmother.
Yeah, they're good people. Why not? That's fine. But he's good people. She's good people.
It's the plural.
That reminds me of another one. And this is I'm kind of people have called me this before, so I have kind of a soft spot for it. But I also dislike it. You're a good egg. That's annoying. You're a good egg.
That's creepy. Those are cool beans. Beans and eggs are.
I'm not a fucking egg.
Weird, like.
It's also a weird depersonalization.
Yeah.
For calling me a good egg, it's like you just call me a good person.
Yeah, a good egg.
You don't call me a good egg. It's
dismissive.
It is dismissive.
And I feel like eggs sort of like. They sort of smell weird. They can smell sulfury and they rot and they're runny and
they're on an assembly line too. It makes me feel like an assembly line. Like I'm on the assembly line of life, and like that was a good egg. You're a good egg.
And they're a weird thing. They're like an unborn chicken.
That's true.
In a weird like very like institutional like weird shell, like an impersonal shell. It's almost like something from 2001: Space Odyssey. It's a weird white shell. It's a food pod.
You're right.
It's not like a rabbit. It's not like you're a good like where it has a personality and it's furry. Like it's a weird food pod.
I think you just hit on it. That's right. It's not because if you would have said I was another living creature, he's a good.
Or even something that's even more now.
He's a good dog. You're a good dog.
The weird limbo that it's in makes it annoying because even if it's another sort of inanimate or like whatever, like a fully inanimate object, like you're a good acorn. Like okay, acorns are cool. I can put I can put them on my coffee table as decoration in a bowl.
And even an acorn is a seed, though, not to nitpick, but say like he's a good car. You're a good car. You're a good guitar or something. You're a good something that's already what it is. Already formed. Okay, what you're saying is that it's kind of implying you're not fully formed somehow.
The acorn in
and that's
terminal state.
dismissive.
For us, it's a terminal state. A lot of times we can see an acorn and not watch it go to fruition. But
what's an acorn that gives way to an oak tree, right?
Oak, I believe. Oak, yeah.
Cool.
What else we got here? Sunday Fun Day.
Great. Sunday Fun Day, yes.
Really annoying.
Yes. I have gone from first noticing it, then there was a long period, about 6 months, where it was really over abused. And now in the past couple weeks or so,
and this is mostly via Facebook?
I'm getting back to I'm now in the ironic usage of it. So I've kind of
then it'll circle back in an accidental like, do I know if I'm like in another 6 months you accidentally say it and you won't know if you're joking or not.
Exactly, which is dangerous.
But I live a lot of life. Let yourself go into that like rabbit hole. Like you can do that. Like know that it's going to happen. Trust the process.
There's a
Sunday Fun Day. It's usually like I'm still the school of thought that Sundays suck and no matter what you should hate them. They're boring. They're annoying. They're before Monday. There's nothing fun to do. The Sunday Fun Day. It's a shitty rhyme. It's a lazy rhyme. It's sort of the people that do this on Facebook are kind of people that got married a little bit prematurely, and like it's the same people that post the shitty meals on the pictures of their overwrought homemade pseudo gourmet meals on Facebook. Mm-hmm. It's like Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah.
I made an omelet with spinach, feta, quinoa, and 4 kinds of rice.
And pine nuts.
Yeah, and then like scoop some homemade salsa on it, and it looks like a gut bomb.
That's another podcast, by the way. The annoying food wannabe food cooks or food aficionados, and they post the photos.
The pictures on Facebook,
and they look like shit.
They're always completely overwrought.
Yeah,
meals.
it's
It's never
12 ingredients.
It's never like It's never just. I made some chicken with with sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
With a good sauce, and
right.
It's good chicken. It's good.
You're right.
I stuffed it with. I got it from about.food.com.
Yeah, I did like a cumin
by a friend.
I did like a cumin macadamia crusted thing stuffed with like goat cheese and like parmesan with like quinoa and kale. And
and then you pair it with a $7 bottle of wine that you picked out randomly at Trader Joe's, and you name it by name like it was some sort of masterstroke.
Yeah, and then you do it, exactly. And then you do annoying hashtag relaxing or unwinding or
and it also goes with the annoying Facebook day recaps picked up both dogs from the vets, had lunch with a good friend, read another chapter of a good book.
Hashtag loving life.
Yeah.
Or it's really? Do I?
Long but great day. Another great one above Earth. And then good night, Facebook.
Yeah. It's
that's
my God. It's
so Sunday fun days. Yeah, that's gotten us. That's raised the ire.
Yeah. Oh, let me just add one more thing. Sorry, on Sunday Fun Day. This is a funny kind of coming full circle. I just started a new job, and we share an office with another production company. And one of the younger people who just started was explaining to her boss what Sunday Fun Day meant.
Really? You were subjected to that?
Yes. It was.
How'd that go?
It was really enjoyable in a really shitty, really painful, because I didn't have to be involved in it, in the conversation.
Yeah.
And it was wow, this is rich. This is just really rich.
It's like watching a plastic bag burn. You sit back and the Doritos, the flames start changing colors.
Right.
Nobody's getting hurt in the fire. Nobody's getting hurt, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
No, it was. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was like, and it was really. I did thoroughly enjoy it, and it was
drop this from the top. I want to know why the younger person said this.
Right. Yeah.
Why the person couldn't register or just brush it off.
Yeah.
What's the question?
No. The story is getting better as you kind of give it credence, but it is good. I was overhearing a catch-up conversation, boss comes in, assistant's already there, how was your weekend, blah, 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 and then the assistant's it was pretty good, she went to UVA, she's fresh out of college, she's 22, 23 years old, been in Hollywood less than a year. No.
Okay.
So he was what do you do this weekend or whatever? And she was I just hung out with friends and did some errands, and then we had a Sunday Fun Day, and then he was Sunday Fun Day, and she was oh, you've never heard this? It's Sunday, and then she actually was cool because she gains points for how she handled it. She was it's what it sounds like. It's when you just have a fun sentence, when you go out drinking on Sunday. It's both kind of not answering the question and also answering it in the most basic, accurate way. It's two things. You're answering the question in a very direct way because it's basically just getting drunk on Sunday, which is Sunday.
I usually interpret it as more of a shitty mundane tasks day.
Sunday Fun Day?
Yeah. I'm gonna go on a run and then I'm gonna read whatever book I want.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The people I've seen do it aren't day. I mean, they're not day drinking.
For me, it's people at my friends
at the bottom of Mimosa places. Yeah.
And Sunday Fun Day.
I've seen a little of that, but I've seen that makes a little bit more sense. I've seen more of the people who are this is my day to read whatever book I want.
Interesting. Maybe not to presume. I feel like they might be doing it in an ironic.
No,
because that's not Fun Day. That's not fun.
Well, it's fun from 5 other days you're at a thankless job and you're taking the kids to school. And then, you know.
Okay.
No, it's definitely not an ironic sense.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So we got that.
I've seen the bottomless mimosas going down on Sundays too. I don't really have that.
For me, it's from whenever I see Sunday Funday, it's people at a bar.
Got it.
So
what we used to do, me, Dave, and Larry, was we called it. We had a longer term for it, and we would go out on Sunday because we hated Sundays more than anything, and we would say we're going to spit in the face of Sunday.
Right.
And we would go to Mickey Finn's and have about 3 drinks each, and the whole time we were just like, take that, like Sunday.
That's more like a Portland Sunday.
Yeah, you're in our face,
like,
and you're being shitty to us, and you're saying that like we can't have,
right?
You can't have fun.
Right.
We're gonna spit in the face of Sunday. So hey, we call each other. Hey, you want to spit in the face of Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're spitting in the face of Sunday, and we go down Mickey Finn's.
Yeah.
And have like 3 to 12 drinks.
Yeah. No, I agree with that because I mean a lot of times Sunday is just you kind of by default it's a day to get ready for the week and you can and then through that it's not a day of
the worst. I hated them.
You hated Sundays
in high school. I hated them more than anything.
Yes, I remember you telling me
they were just deep, dark, thick depression, just on that one day. Because it was...
So with the anticipation? Or...
Well,
what was it?
It was... Normally, I would have to do about 4 hours of homework.
Right.
I may or may not have been nursing a slight hangover. And I had to go to school the next morning.
In high school? You had hangovers in high school? I didn't. I was kind of a nerd. I went to the parties. I didn't drink.
Everyone drank in high school.
I didn't drink.
Everyone drinks.
I'm not saying I didn't drink. I
don't think I was often hungover.
Yeah.
I would say they're basically independent. Without the hangover, I still hated Sundays. It was mostly because the homework would build up, and it was basically completely inversely. It was an inverse relationship to the excitement. The more excited you are, and I got really excited on Friday because it was awesome. Like end of the week, blah blah. That's usually when baseball games were. Were like Tuesdays and Fridays. Friday was euphoria, awesome, fun. Friday night's fun. Yeah. Saturday's fun. Then Sunday, boom, crash. 4 hours of homework that I didn't touch during Saturday or Friday, of course, are waiting for me, and the 7 o'clock wake up times hit me on Monday, and a long week ahead of me. And it's the Portland climate too. You're sitting there with a bunch of homework. It's raining. It's getting dark like at 5:30, and this is mostly a lot of the time from October to January where it's the thickest.
Yeah.
I mean Sundays, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so we're coming up on a half hour here. Do we have anything that we want to address before we wrap things up?
Some people might say it's all good, Sonoran. I still say it. I like it. I think it's it's a little like a bit of a throwback from middle school. Like saying it's all, it's all good.
It's definitely less offensive because I do say that both. I say that both ironically and sincerely, and it's definitely not. It doesn't even register. Given the other egregious things we've already talked about, that doesn't even... Yeah,
I like it. It sort of goes in the same category as saying tight. I say tight a lot, and I spell it T-I-T-E, which is misspelled, but
nice.
It started in in 7th grade, and it was sort of like fresh or cool or whatever. It's just another sort of kind of a cool youthful slang term at the time, and now it's clearly not. It's clearly past, but it's just funny to say. So I say tight. I drop very cool a lot, way more than I should. It's just become a habit.
Yeah, and can I be honest with you? I don't like that when you say that.
Really?
And I've never told you this, but it's almost like a good thing.
Well,
like the fact
this is going to make me want to say it more though.
That's fine. You can do whatever you want.
Very cool. Very cool.
You know what I mean? But this is almost good that you and I are having this.
Why don't you like it?
Because you say it in that dismissive way. Like when sometimes I feel like I'll tell you something, like that requires some kind of thought, and you'll just be very cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which is fine. But this is fine. So, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, You know.
I mean, yeah. Who cares? I mean, who cares?
It's one of those things where it's a placeholder. Everyone does it.
Right.
You have to.
Everyone has their own placeholders.
Because nobody's going to have the answer to like an event or a comment or anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's yeah, exactly. And you spend any amount of time with anyone, you're going to get annoyed with their placeholders. Because when I was with Olivia, she would do this thing where she would be like, you know, we're gonna have, you know, you're gonna meet me at, you know, for drinks tonight, yeah? The yeah at the end,
yeah.
and that really just I just wanted to fucking slap her every time she said that. Or you know, you pay the parking ticket, yeah? And, you know, I was like, don't say the yeah at the end like that with that uptick, you know, like yeah. Like this is pretty hot, yeah? And I hated it. So, but anyway, I don't hate you saying very cool.
Got it.
The same way, but you do use a placeholder, which is fine. I mean, we all have our own placeholders. But what was I going to say? What was the last one we were on?
We were on. We said it's all good. We said tight. I was just going to add on with it's all good. I made up an annoying thing where I reclaimed it's all good. And I use it in an annoying, ironic way where I say it's all good in the hood. It's all good in the hood. It's all good in the hood. I think that's annoying. People say that though.
People do say it, and I kind of.
That's annoying. Yeah, that's annoying.
Got it. And so it's all good in the hood.
Yeah, that's annoying. I like that.
Yeah. I like to be annoying.
I'm all about blank.
Oh.
Yeah, that was. I noticed that when I went to Cornell in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Where people from Portland who I knew didn't say it. I'm all about blank. But when I got there, like some of my friends who were living on my floor, like one kid from Washington D.C., another kid from New Jersey, they would just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm all about this band OAR. Like I'm all about going to like you know jam bands. You know, like
it's like what?
So you're like all about like you know you're all about Springsteen, right?
Or you can say like you know like you know what do you like to what do you like to do? Like I'm all about like you know just like getting like ordering like a pizza and like listening to like a really good album.
Yeah, you
like
can do it sort of in general like what your sort of like what your sort of raison d'etre is, and you can also use it as like an individual like. I think it's a little bit more annoying in the individual because I'm all about sort of. I get how that's sort of encompassing your whole sort of like what your sort of life force is.
I'm all about getting a sandwich and going on a hike.
Yeah,
you know that's fine.
I'm all about like good music and blah blah. But it's all about that's not so bad. But like it sort of encompasses like what your general deal is.
Right.
The I'm all about like one thing is sort of annoying. Like dude, I'm all about the turkey sub at James Crossing.
I'm all about pastrami. Yeah, I'm all about pastrami these days.
I'm all about
yeah.
That's annoying.
Okay, good.
There's some people that think touch base is let's touch basis. There's not that many, so we're not going to address that too much time. But I've seen people say let's touch basis. That's wrong and stupid.
That's amazing, and also let me just add on one thing about that. That's the weird phenomenon where the saying that people mistake actually becomes more complicated than the real saying, because touching base, the idea of touching base or the idea of just a base is simple, but touching basis, that almost doesn't. I mean,
it's so stupid that it's gone around the circle back to like complicating it.
You can't touch base. Yeah. Touching basis doesn't even really make sense.
The base, I don't even. Yeah, I mean, there's another annoying one. I'm not gonna lie, that was sort of popular in college. Like, not gonna lie. Like these burritos are pretty sick. Like, it goes back to the no worries thing. Sort of like. Yeah, I didn't think you were lying. It's one of those like, I don't want to sit here and just take like phrases literally and just be like that annoying guy. But like, the not gonna lie ... is annoying because it's like it sort of implies you're coming out with like a novel theory or something or some sort of like maybe point of contention where it's like not gonna lie.
That's a good point, and it's funny because it comes up in my life too on a daily thing. It's like because I think that. There's a tendency for us to say things like candidly, honestly, frankly, because
in my opinion, the whole annoying thing with my opinion is you don't have to say my opinion because
it's implicit. You're the speaker. You're the speaker.
Exactly. You don't need to cite yourself.
Yeah, exactly. No, but when I was going back to when I was at Endeavor in my agency days, another thing was that I heard in addition to it is what it is was candidly, comma candidly. Yeah. I think it's it's like. What I
haven't heard that.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably out of date, but it's also like honestly or frankly, or it's like, well, I kind of hope that you're candid like the whole time you're with me. Like, why do you need like a disclaimer to say now I'm being candid, now I'm being frank with you? Just tell people your opinion. And so it's kind of a minor point because it's people still say frankly, but you don't need to say frankly. You don't need to say honestly. I mean, hopefully you don't need to say honestly because it kind of it implies that you're not being honest the rest of the time.
Yeah, I'll still stand by frankly though because
it means you're saying I'm taking the gloves off. I'm not going to sugarcoat this at all.
Because we're in a thing where there's social tact and there's there's necessary shrouds.
That's true.
There's necessary shrouds when talking with someone, and if someone just decides to say frankly, like okay.
Right, yeah. You can say, frankly, I think this is bullshit, or whatever. That's I hear you. Anything else?
Those are most of the good ones. Another annoying thing I don't like is when people put on Facebook the 3-letter airport code. If they're going on a trip, they put the 3-letter airport code and they put like 5 dashes in a row, and they put the little caret, the little right end triangle parenthesis, and then after that they put the destination. 3-letter airport code.
Right.
And it's sort of
to clean this up, like it's the PDX to LAX.
Little arrow
thing.
You've created an arrow with PDX to LAX.
And your gripe is that it makes people look like some kind of false jet setter.
Yes. I think people assume that they're being cool, and it's a cool, muted way of being like. And it's kind of like people like the sort of fact that it almost seems like a code. It's like these are airport codes, and like if you're cool, like you'll know what this is. But maybe you'll have to go look it up. Like you might have to go look it up. But like if you're one of my fellow jet setters, you get what this means. Because it's like. They're giving themselves props for not being on the nose, saying like, "I'm going from LA to San Antonio today, and I'm really excited about it." It's like LAX, SA, and whatever. You get me, and if you don't, I didn't want you to get me.
Right. And are we so bereft of meaning in our lives that we gain cachet or anything by like just posting that we're traveling in the fucking air? I thought air travel was fucking. I thought people got air. I mean, isn't that a normal thing? It's not like you're fucking time traveling or like going to like the moon. It'd be cool if you said fucking the moon to Mars.
You're trying to sound cooler than your friends in a way.
You know how many fucking people fly on a fucking plane every fucking day?
I don't know.
A lot. I'm kidding. You're going to fucking PHX to PDX or LAX to. I could care. I mean, gosh. Talk to a fucking flight attendant. They fly all the time. Imagine if a fucking flight attendant fucking did that. Yeah. Or anyone that has whatever. It's just.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
On this one.
That is an annoying.
That struck a chord. With me. I get it. It seems like so like 70s or 60s. It's like, really? Have we regressed to the fact where you're thrilled that you can fucking fly? I've been flying forever.
It's fake. It's fake. It's fake like official. Like it's fake like it's like James Bond would just write. Like Q, where's my itinerary? And it's just like, oh, it's just it's what is London Heathrow, LHR or something? Just LHR dash MOW. Got it. Like, understood.
And I want to fucking know, listeners, if you can email us at bertandted@gmail.com. I want to fucking know how this fucking meme, how that fucking phenomenon got started.
Someone started and thought it looked cool, and they just fucking spread around.
So who the fuck started that shit? I want to know because someone it has to have roots, And because now everything...
There's no way of finding out, man.
No, there's not.
There's no way of finding out. Even pre-internet. Well, it actually makes it easier
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's an internet trail.
But there has to be someone that got spread around before the internet that just magically happened through ether, like bunting and kickball. When I was a kid, I thought I invented bunting and kickball. And then I went to another game because I played baseball a lot or played t-ball a lot. I knew the concept of bunting, and I was like, wait a second, I'm playing kickball with the red round, ball. I'm just gonna like put up my foot and I'm gonna be able to get to first base. I thought I fucking created that.
Right. You also invented hitting the kickball with your dick too.
No, I did not do that. I thought I invented, but I didn't invent bunting and kickball.
Is that legal, by the way? Can you do that?
Yeah.
The dick?
No, that's not. Okay. Not in school.
Okay.
Not in school.
But bunting is legal.
Yeah. I don't want. It's not a great play. It's a. It's small ball. It's bottom of the eighth.
I wouldn't bunt.
It's bottom of the eighth. That's what that is.
I would not bunt.
You want to kick kickball. But if they're putting too many outfielders out there, if the teacher's like, let's let everyone in the class play, there's too many outfielders, and you're not finding like any sort of gaps, and they're doing like the smooth bouncies or whatever. Sometimes you gotta draw a bunt, and like the third baseman playing back, you drop the bunt. Okay. And you take first base.
All right, Tony.
You get a rally going.
All right, Tony La Russa.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. Good energy, good discussion. I want to thank everyone for listening, along with Ted. We're enjoying this, and we're getting some good followers and everything. Subscribe to us on YouTube. The channel is Bert and Ted on YouTube, and also you can email us at bertandted@gmail.com. We're also on Twitter, Bert and Ted. So you can kind of interact with us all those different ways.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time on the internet, so yeah.
Yeah. So
I love the internet.
Ted loves the internet. The internet is
it's the fucking best.
I don't even know where I'd be without.
The internet is so tight, man.
What would I be without?
I wouldn't do anything.
We're gonna leave it at that. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
See you, man.